Welcome to What the Fuck on Fridays. Today is April 1st, and this isn't an April Fool's. I am in my car driving again. Sorry for like polite and shit like that. So basically, this is what happened. I have been really stressed out, anxiety, like a bunch of shit going on. Like, welcome to adulthood. And so I decided to take the day off from filming my video podcast at TVI Actors Studios. And because I'm not at the studio, I'm like, well, where the fuck am I going to film this at? And I'm like, you know what? I have a new thing to hold the phone in my car. So I'm like, let me do this again. So today I decided to go drive Uber. So tempted to like do a confessions of Uber type thing, but I'm not going to. I respect the people that I give rides to and the interesting things I find. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm not gonna make any money driving Uber. That's all I gotta say. Like, no money coming my way driving Uber, because you have to literally, to drive Uber, do surges only, be available 50 hours a week, do it out in peak time, like a whole bunch of fucking shit, which I am not going to be able to do because I have a life and a real job. So yeah, that's a no-go for me in Uber, doing that, all that. But it's fun. I like the different people I've given rides to and getting to know different people and the different stories and things like that. So I'm enjoying it. So I'll probably keep doing it like part-time, like when I get out of work, turn it on and see if anybody needs a ride. But you know, basically, yeah, I noticed I've said that a lot in my last episode. So, well, a lot's went on this week. One thing I think is fucking hilarious is Donald Trump. We won't get into his whole women need to be punished for having abortions, even though abortions are legal and it's their fucking bodies, and how egocentrical he is, and how his, like, oh yeah. Let's get into the fact of the people that actually work for his campaign. Let's start off with the asshole, the campaign manager, who's actually physically assaulted multiple people. Not one person, but multiple people. And him assaulting multiple people has gotten him actually arrested. And him and Donald Trump were like, oh, no, you didn't hear that right. That's not actually what happens. Yeah, the police put out video footage. That is what happens. He actually assaulted somebody. And that who actually runs Donald Trump's campaign. And you can tell by actually looking at the footage from Donald Trump's campaign when he goes that he'll actually pay the legal fees of anybody who is physically violent at his campaign rallies towards people who are not for Trump being president. Hey, this person doesn't like me. Go beat the shit out of them and I'll pay your legal fees. That's basically what Donald Trump said. Now, there's another person who's worked on his campaign. She doesn't work there anymore, and it's odd to think of a woman actually working on his campaign. But this woman actually was like in charge of his super PAC, like when he first started getting out there and stuff, and loved him, loved the whole concept of this outside candidate, wrote a scathing like email or letter or whatever. You gotta read it. And in it, she basically says that Donald Trump's an asshole and he's self-centered, egotistical, and only gives a shit about himself. Stuff we all know about. But she said that he is so egotistical that he is in the race and isn't going to pull out of the race because he wants to prove that he could have the White House if he wanted it. If he wanted it. According to the letter, he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. He's just running to run just to say he did, which I've always said that about Donald Trump. He doesn't give a shit about the people. He doesn't actually explain any policies because he doesn't have any actual policies. He doesn't know how to actually run a country. In fact, he doesn't really know how to run a business either, considering how many bankruptcies he's had and how many failed attempts. And basically, just tell me, what businesses has he actually really run? Like him. Anyways, even like the towels that have his fucking name on it isn't even his towels. He sells his name. And well, so you have that whole fucking Donald Trump debacle going on, and I'm trying to think about what else is interesting happened this week. More terrorist attacks, you know, because everybody just loves. No, we don't. You fuckles need to pay attention to yourselves. This is why every religion, okay, let's just go over this. Every fucking religion has their extremists. They do. So, oh, this actually goes along with the Donald Trump shit. So you have all these terrorist attacks in other countries, which everything's like, oh, it's Muslims. What about the fucking Donald Trump supporter who actually here in the United States decides to build his own goddamn fucking bomb and say he's going out to blow up Muslims? But yet you don't want to call him a domestic terrorist. That is what a domestic terrorist is. Somebody who wants to cause terror domestically and is from here. Then, oh my god, so you have that asshole. But it's just like every religion has extremists. You have the peaceful extremists, and then you have the violent extremists. Christians have their, like, I don't want to say priests because they fucking molested little boys and shit. You know, and that's another thing too. People are too busy trying to put themselves up. Like, look, I'm a good example of this religion. I am peaceful. I follow this thing. But this actually segues into, it was yesterday, Thursday, was transgender visibility. And I think it's kind of like Women's Day and Black History Month and things like that. We need those days because everybody kind of forget. I don't want to say they don't give them the respect that they have. They don't acknowledge their achievements because they're too busy looking at themselves. This is so complicated. I'm trying to explain this shit. But basically, we need a transgender visibility day because people are too centered on themselves. They can't acknowledge somebody else for who they are. And that's mainly what these freaking days and months are about, is to actually look at the actual individual person, and just because they belong to a certain demographic, they are themselves achieving stuff. If we fucking look at demographic, let's look at like the fucking white people, the rednecks, the fucking trailer trash, the old white men, okay? There's stereotypes in every single thing. Every fucking thing, those stereotypes. And people are just too busy looking at somebody else like, okay, that's not me, so I'm going to go ahead and criticize it. That's another thing too. I don't give a shit if you're racist, okay? Let me explain this to you. I don't really care if you're anti-gay. What I give a shit about is when you actually physically go out of your way and actually do something negative. Like me. I don't give a shit what color you are, what your gender is, what type of gender you want to sleep with. Like, I don't care about that. But I'm prejudiced if you ugly. I'm sorry. You ugly. I really don't do well with ugly people. But I don't take that out on them. I don't go out of my way to treat somebody negatively because they ugly. I'm not going to deny them a job or help them with a project or basically laugh at them for something just because they're ugly. And that's basically what this is. When you're anti-women, okay, fine. You don't think a woman can do the same job as you, but if she can prove it, let her prove it. If you think, oh, well, somebody's this skin tone, so this is how they act, you're generalizing. Let the individual person, because everybody is a fucking individual. Everybody. And that's one reason why you have security at airports and shit. Everybody gets looked at individually. It's not, oh my god, we're going to stereotype this individual person. Because look at how many goddamn fucking homegrown terrorists that are Christians. White male Christians. And then you have the crazy women ones that blow up abortion clinics. Oh, I'm pro-life. Let me just go ahead and blow up this clinic, killing all these fucking people to prove I'm pro-life. That's not how pro-life works, okay? That's not. But back to like the basically prejudices and shit like that. If you don't like like a group of people, keep that to your fucking self. Like, seriously, just keep it to yourself. Focus on yourself. And then, you know, look at each individual person from head to toe. Like, who are they? What do they individually stand for? Because I don't see somebody of color or race or denomination and stuff like that. When I look at them, I look at the individual. Is this person somebody that I feel comfortable being with them as an individual? Is this somebody that I can look up to and respect because of the positive that they've done? That they have left a positive impression on the world around them. And that's my goal in life, isn't to go out and achieve success. My goal isn't to go out and make money and buy a home, to have as many children as I can have. My goal in life is to leave a positive impact on somebody. What can I do that would cheer up somebody's day? Because at the end of it, that's what's going to be remembered. All the good you've done. Not the materialistic things you hold on to, but the actual good and positive you've done. And when I look at an individual, and I don't know if they're transgender or not, it doesn't matter if they're transgender. It doesn't matter, like, you can look at somebody and go, oh, they're transgender, because they appeal to not represent what you think they represent. For Christ's sakes, those freaking guys that look like females. Justin Bieber, yep. Look at the perfect example of Justin Bieber at times. I actually have a supervisor on my full-time job that they constantly laugh at her because she looks like Justin Bieber. Or Justin Bieber looks like her. And it kind of goes like on that concept. It doesn't really matter what you look like. For Christ's sakes, in the fucking bathroom, shut the stall door. You know, just shut the damn door. It's been said before, how many senators have been arrested doing inappropriate things in the bathroom than an actual transgender individual. Yeah. And you have freaking guys that look like females. You have females that have those masculine features. In fact, I just saw a video a couple weeks ago or something like that about a girl. She was 16 or something like that. Went to the movies with her friends. And after the movie, went to go use the bathroom. I don't know if it was before or after the movie. Went to go use the bathroom. And some, buddy literally sent the security guards in to pull this fucking girl out of the bathroom because they were like, oh, you're a male. And she's like, no, I'm a female. They're like, no, prove it. Prove us that you're a female. Did you want to pull down her pants right there in front of you? One, she's a fucking minor that's, just inappropriate in so many ways. And they're like, show us your ID. She doesn't have an ID. She's 16. She doesn't have a driver's license. She doesn't carry around a birth certificate with her. And what does it matter? What is she doing in the bathroom? Is she doing other inappropriate things in the bathroom? That should be the issue then. Same thing like if I was freaking in high school, I walked into the men's room. I hang out with guys. I walk right into the fucking men's room and go, hey, assholes, get out of here. We're leaving. And that's just how it is. People are too busy looking at, oh my God, I feel uncomfortable. What about them? How many people abused or molested in the bathroom? And when it's done, it's usually done by either the same gender. The actual, that's why some parents are afraid to send the little boys into the bathrooms alone because they're afraid of men doing it. Or even in women's rooms. Violence comes from individuality and the world we live in. It's just ridiculous, the fucking world we live in. You know what? I need to get out of here because that stress and anxiety thing is starting to build up again. And you know what? Fuck this. This is so much. Oh my God, someone just threw a fucking packet of sauce out of the side of the car. Whoop. Yeah, that's called littering, asshole. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna go because this rant wasn't as organized as I thought it would be. But I did put makeup on. I'm just so tired. I saw Deadpool for the first time today with my friend Donald, and I'm still trying to figure that one around. Because I thought Deadpool was pansexual, so why does he have this whole love interest story type thing? But I think Ryan Reynolds did a good job.